YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Nail Goodfella Nail, coming through with another sneaker talk. But this is a lived-in episode, so prepare for this one. This is more so like a sneaker update. I've been wearing this sneaker for 2 weeks already, guys. I'm gonna have to give y'all the rundown on this sneaker. Came out in 1989, Puma, all that stuff. Go check out the regular review. I cleaned these joints up before I did this review too, man. Just smelling good, but they're definitely broke in now, man. Crazy. So anybody that's been looking, I see that my black one is actually kind of trending upwards. I haven't really worn those yet, so I'm gonna get to wearing those casually or whatever. I'm not gonna go hard with those 2 weeks straight or whatever, but these I went 2 weeks straight with these, and these are the Puma Palace Guard joints that I reviewed for you guys not too long ago. So after wearing these 2 weeks straight, I got some details and everything for you guys, man. Full blown. First off, let's get into it. Go watch the review if you haven't yet, because I want you guys to see what it's like before and after. So this is the after. 2 weeks later, almost two and a half weeks later, but 2 weeks later technically, since I've worn this sneaker. So what has happened since I've worn this sneaker is that the leather is becoming a little bit more supple due to me wearing it. Now, I've worn these joints casually, power walked in these joints and everything, and I definitely wasn't let down. The comfortability was still there, and I always throw that warning out as far as saying, don't expect Boost or Adidas quality on these from the Puma Palace Guard. This is one of them joints that just really, that's old school, that like you gotta wear for a while to break in. Now, as far as break-in time, as far as like while wearing them, by the time a good week goes by after you wear these joints, you'll definitely start feeling the difference from by then versus the out of box. I know some sneakers can actually take a lot longer or whatever, but also too, it depends on how you wear your sneakers and where and what are you doing. Obviously, wearing them casually is going to take a little bit more longer to break in, but I like the fact that I also power walk in some of the sneakers too, like a mall walk or whatever too, as well as casual walking. I do believe that accelerates that way. You could kind of get a feel of, is this a sneaker that you can do a brisk jog in, or a brisky walk in, or a quick walk in, or a muscular walk, a sports walk, or whatever, a power walk. Most importantly, can you really like get busy in these? Only thing I really too much haven't done in these really was like actually like hoop in them. I don't too much. You probably could hoop in these, but I don't know. I think I was a little bit on the fence about that stuff on my review. Actually, after wearing them for 2 weeks, it won't be illegal. You won't be breaking the law. You should be fine, but it's better stuff out there for you. As far as using it as a cheap alternative to hoop, like if I just buy another pair or whatever for like a cheap price, like $20-$30 or something like that, and I just use those strictly for hooping, you probably can get away with it. But with this, again, I like to keep it casual. As far as the leather and everything, you can see we got the break-in points coming through on the toe box. You also got that. Now, I do have it stuffed right now as well, so I don't want you guys thinking like, oh man, it still looks brand new. Like, you said you wore that? Like, what? I actually got the sneaker stuffed because it was actually creased. The creases was definitely showing on the toe box. Got the creasing going right here as well. So when you start breaking these in, this is where it's going to be predominant at for the most part, because everybody foot's bend when they walk, unless you got a different kind of walk. But this right here, this area is definitely going to crease and break in some more. Around this area, around this paneling right here, the leather is definitely breaking in. Also along this area as well, up more towards the mid part of the foot of the upper is actually starting to break in. Even the track on the Puma logo is actually right here starting to break in. A little bit of the back is getting a little bit more supple too. That's where it actually feels kind of premium at. As far as this sweater area right here, this is just particular on this white model that at least that I have, that I know of. Got more so like this chinchilla kind of like fleece kind of like material. Not really too much of a deal breaker, but I can see this stuff getting dirty quick if you really don't watch what you're doing. Now, before I cleaned it out, I do wear black socks, and some of the black sock fuzzies was on here, so expect some of the sock fuzzies to get on there. Even if you're not wiggling your foot, putting it on like that, it's still going to kind of happen simply just because it's like off the ankle and everything like that, which is natural. As far as the laces go, I've rocked them like this too. Preferably, I like how they look like this, and then with the logo actually showing when I'm rocking them casual. But I've also rocked them laced up as well. You do get different kinds of fits with that. Now, when you do rock them laced up, the comfort on them changes slightly, but you do get a more secure fit. I went a half size down, 9.5. I usually wear a size 10, but it still wasn't a deal breaker when I tied the sneakers up, and got more so of again like a secure fit and all that stuff. The break-in time was still, I didn't experience any pain. Sometimes, reason why I bring that up, sometimes, a sneaker is fine, when you're styling it different, but then as soon as you lace them up and that pressure get right there, that can hurt your foot throughout the day. Walking with these laced up throughout the day definitely wasn't a problem for me. These kind of remind me of some Back to the Future Marty McFly joints, not the mags or anything like that, but like the sneakers he was wearing. Now, he was wearing the Nike Bruins, but it was a low top just like this as well, which was popular around that whole late 80s time anyway. But yeah, also going to the bottom, got that Sail Technology polyurethane. The polyurethane definitely broke in. It's one of those older materials that was definitely on these sneakers at the time, and I think they're still using this, the PU midsole as they call it. I got to do a little bit more homework on that too, man, because sometimes some sneakers got the EVA midsole. I just know there are a bunch of chemicals being poured together and blah blah blah, giving you that so we can make the bottom of the sneaker, and then you can break them in due time. As far as the what I dislike is that the Puma logo actually wore out real quick. Like, bruh, like before I even can wear these for a full week, the Puma logo on the insole was disappearing already. I know that's natural for it to go away, but it's some sneakers that I still got to this day that still got the logo that I actually wore in it. Like, it's still intact. I don't have a sweaty foot or nothing like that, but tomato is different. It's still not a deal breaker. Doesn't mess with the comfort, but it's just something that I just took note of. Just a small peeve, not nothing that makes me want to get rid of the sneaker. But that's just one of them things that, okay, if you like that Puma logo on the inside, use a piece of tape if it's really that deep, right? But since it's not really too much that deep with me, I just thought I just picked up on it. Like, man, I think it was like the third or fourth night. I looked at my girl, was like, damn, where's the Puma logo? Like, it's halfway in there. Like right now, it's halfway in there, and it's after 2 weeks. So, fellas, be prepared for that if you just don't know. But that's natural anyway. But when it happens so soon, it's like, wow. I do take note of that. Other than that, though, fellas, not too much of nothing else. The tongue is still the same, nice and plush. The only parts that really get the workout again, and as far as like the break-in part, is right here along the sides of the paneling, right here, the major parts. Right here where the foot definitely gets a lot of motion at. You also get a lot of motion too at this arch area when you are power walking, since you're raising your foot a little bit more aggressively. By doing that, you also do the creases right here. Go check out my up-tempo 96. No, not my up-tempo 90. My up-tempo 95 lived in. So yeah, creases are coming along the toe box again down here. And I think that makes for a better broken-in sneaker because, again, it is feeling a little bit more supple versus when I first got them out the box. So I do feel like that in due time, if I keep wearing them or whatever, casually, of course, because I'm not going to wear them every day like that anymore. But in due time, these will be soft like loafers or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, definitely flying flames. Not too much and nothing else, guys. I mean, it's only but so much I can say. I mean, hey, we got a few leather panels and a PU midsole and, a few, 2 ran out Puma insole logos. And other than that, the sneaker's still intact and it's pretty fine. I mean, nothing to really, typical break-in. of sneakers of this time period and age. You know, will I wear them again for another 2 weeks straight? Yeah. You know, some people I know, you know, regular people that just wear sneakers throughout the whole year or whatever, get 1 or 2 pair if that, and just wear it throughout the whole year. Maybe somebody got these for school and they like about to wear them for like the whole school year. That's definitely a long time in the sneaker world to us. You know, so now you guys know. You know, my thing is just take care of the upper and everything, and you know, stuff them at night if you don't really too much care for the creases that much, all like that. The creases is still gonna happen, but just to fight against those nasty dents, those nasty creases that just make it look terrible, you know, stuff them. But that beat in wear, just like how people like the Jordan 3s and Jordan 1s a little bit more beat, that does look good on this sneaker a little bit. These sneakers looking a little bit more worn in, broke in, they do make them look a little bit more, you know, it adds more character to it. Again, you already got the off-white on the rubber cap right here, going around the rubber cap right here. I mentioned this in the review as well, but as time go on, these are actually naturally going to yellow, and these, since they're already off-white yellow, I can see these yellowing some more. And lastly, I noticed too back here, I don't know if these were actually white, but these actually are getting a little bit more dingy around this area right here. Got more of a like of a lemonade dingy kind of like thing around the rubber, but on top of this red. But that's expected to happen, more like that off-white like color. Hey, that's just the chances you take. I understand, man, you're supposed to wear sneakers, you know, so it's just bound to happen. I'm not expecting the sneaker to stay crispy, clean, white throughout the whole throughout the whole time of you wearing it or whatever. Maybe if you wore it casually a few times a month or a few times a year, you might still can have them looking brand new straight out the box. But it depends. But if you're doing an update like me and you want to let somebody know that actually bought these sneakers or thinking about buying these sneakers, what's going to happen in a long haul, or at least the first 2 week period, this is it right here. By the time a month go by, these will really be broke in. But if you're walking in them casually, they're just going to take a little bit longer to break in. So you don't have nothing to fear. The Puma's Palace Guard, I need to start giving them a rating on my scale of longevity and all that stuff. And you know, since you don't really have too much worry about crazy new technology and exploding bubbles or whatever, and these will last for the long haul and will get comfortable in the long haul as well, if you ask me. Specifically this colorway, if they beefed this up compared, you know, if they beefed these up more than the black ones, these are definitely going to last a lot longer. But I wouldn't too much put it past the black ones neither, lasting long too. So that's my time, guys. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Go look at my other lived in videos if you haven't already. Tell me what you guys think too. Some of you guys is wild, like, yeah, Puma doing their thing, blah blah blah. Tell me what you guys think down below. Have you guys worn some Pumas 2 weeks, months, years? Let me know. Are they still holding up? And if they're not, some people have bad news on certain things. You know, maybe the sole fell off of one, you know, not particularly Puma, but any brand. I know stuff happens. You know, who's that, Zion, where the Kyrie exploded on him in college? Rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.